Curry. Does a step. Swings it to the middle. And Bomberry with the game winner. The Orange find a way once again.
What is going on, Juice Nation? Welcome back to yet another episode of Bleed Orange. My name is Landon Cook and your co-hosts Joseph and Jacob Malecki. As always, and thank you for watching. Today is the second day of the Bleed Orange holiday special, and we'll be having 7 guests on the show this week. And today we are joined by the midfielder out of Ontario, Canada, number 45, Brendon Bomberry. How you doing, Brendon?
What's good, fellas? Glad to be here.
Definitely. Thank you so much for coming on the show today. It really means a lot.
Yeah, of course. That's a hell of an intro. Love it.
Thanks.
That's what Landon does best.
So I'm just going to take you through and ask you, what is your game day routine? So from the time you wake up in the morning, what is do you stretch and take me through your whole entire game and then take me through after fact. What does that take on your body and what do you do to for your pregame and postgame?
Yeah, okay. Well, in college it was a little bit different because most of our games were at 1 p.m. So usually we'd kind of get up and we'd head over to Goldstein for a quick breakfast and we'd eat there with all the guys and then we'd head over to Manly to grab our equipment. You know, you kind of do all, your preparation kind of things like tape and that kind of thing. And then we head over to the dome, drive over the dome, walk into stadium control and do all that. And then some guys like to, go out and shoot on the field before, our formal warm-ups. But I was kind of a guy that, I went in there, I would I'd get my ankles taped first, my left before I tape my stick a certain way, hanging out, just kind of playing it cool, waiting for the game to go on. And, and then as soon as warm started, I'd be good to go.
Awesome. And then after the fact, what does that lacrosse game take a toll on your body? I know there's a lot of checking and all that stuff. What does that take on your body? And then after the fact, what do you do to cope with all that?
Yeah, it's not so bad right after the game. I would say most of that would come the second day, I would say. So after the game, obviously there's some minor things that you might have. So you're probably putting a bag of ice on, but normally we're jumping out off the field and we're getting undressed. And then we're grabbing a box of Tullies and then heading out to see our family at the tailgate. So,
awesome. Nice.
That was pretty much our post game.
Yeah, nice.
That's cool. That's really cool. Once again, I really appreciate you coming on the show today.
Yeah, of course. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah.
Definitely. First we'll go to Joey. Joey, what questions do you got for Brendon?
So what inspired you to play the game of lacrosse?
Yeah, so I'm Native American and it's part of our culture and our history. So right when I was born, I was given a traditional wooden stick. It's part of our culture. Males are born, they're given a traditional wooden stick. So unlike most kids, growing up, I didn't really, play with toys that much. It was usually a lacrosse stick or a hockey stick. And, those are the things that I love to do and play with. So, right from when I could walk, I wanted to play lacrosse nonstop. I used to watch my uncles play for Six Nations here. And then I had an uncle who played for Syracuse, Marshall Abrams. So I got to travel and see those games. And that's really what, really drove me to want to play lacrosse, especially at Syracuse.
Wow, that's
really cool. That's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, as a pro athlete, what major changes did you have to make going from college to pro lacrosse?
I think, pro lacrosse is a little bit different than most sports. We're obviously not the highest paid. So a lot of us have second jobs and have to, fly from home. So we don't always have that practice time like we did in college. So it really takes a lot of discipline to, get your workouts in throughout the week and keep your stick in your hand to kind of keep ready for those games on the weekends. So that was the biggest adjustment for me. Before in college, you would have practice every day. So leading up to the game day, you're ready to go and you felt like really good about it. But sometimes, not having that practice time is a little tougher and a bit of adjustment at the pro level.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, and now we'll go right to Jake. What do you got for him, Jake?
All right. As a pro athlete, you probably don't get much free time. So I was wondering, what do you like to do when you have time away from lacrosse?
I like to play a lot of golf in the summertime. In the wintertime, I play in a men's hockey league, which is a lot of fun. And I have a son named Jagger. He plays hockey and lacrosse. He's 5 years old, so any chance any free time I have, it's usually playing with him in the backyard or taking him to his games and practices, which I really enjoy. Honestly, more than I think going to my own. So those things are a lot of fun for me, and those are the things I look forward to.
Nice. And then when you were playing lacrosse at Syracuse, what was your favorite moment you had with them?
I would say my favorite moment would have to be scoring the OT winner against North Carolina in my senior year. That was, a really cool moment for me to be able to do that in front of all our fans. As you guys know, the Dome's a really special place to play, and we got the best fans in the country. So, to hear the Dome rocking like that after an OT winning at North Carolina was awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I got two more questions for you. One, what was your favorite activity back in your Syracuse days, in your college days? What was your favorite thing to do with your team? Like, I know nowadays it's probably tough to hang out with your team and all that stuff, but back when all this crazy stuff didn't happen, what did you guys do as a team, and what did you guys do to bond together?
Yeah, I think when I was there, I was a big NHL fan. So any chance we got, we were playing some pretty intense games of NHL on the Xbox, and I think that really got the boys going, and really created some heated rivalries within the locker room. And we'd have things like, we call it Shell Madness instead of March Madness, and have 2-on-2 matchups against other teammates. So that was something I love to do, and I still cherish to this day. And still things that we chirp each other about to this day is who's better at NHL.
What's your go-to team?
My go-to team, definitely the Sabres, always.
Sabres, always. Let's go Sabres.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, and this is the last question I have for you. If you were to tell a kid right now who wanted to be in your position, what inspiring words would you give him?
I would stay the course. I know there's a lot of ups and downs that come with, being in this situation and trying to get there. And I know I experienced them a lot, and I had a lot of doubts, going through the experience. But just stay the course. And it's something, if it's something you really want to do, you're going to do everything possible to make that happen. And you just have to trust that you're doing your best, and good things will happen.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much for coming on the show today. You really inspired a lot of people. I really appreciate you coming on.
Yeah.
Of course. Of course, guys. Thanks for having me.
Definitely. Thank you so much. Until the next time, Orange Nation. See you guys. And always, always, always remember, let's go Syracuse. See you guys.